In this episode, we talk about misinformation, bad information, and just plain old clickbait. This is episode 18 of Inside Real Estate Show with me. I am Darin of Persinger Group Real Estate. Let's do this. So maybe you're like me and you just can't help yourself when you see a good headline come across your Facebook feed or through your email and you have to click it even though you're tired of being burned by all this clickbait stuff out there, just what I call the BuzzFeed headlines. And I came across one this week that I wanted to share with you and just go over line by line here and let you know the reality of things versus just the thing that's disappointing to me about this article is that this is from a national organization publishing this content. And this is why I need to remind you that if you're serious about buying a home, if you're serious about selling a home, just go talk to your local neighborhood real estate economist, neighborhood community expert, wherever that is in the country. If you're here in the greater Seattle area, specifically Snohomish County, come talk to us at Persinger Group. We'll be happy to talk to you about the reality of the situation instead of just giving you generic clickbait information. And hopefully that's what you feel like you get here on the Inside Real Estate Show. But this article came across my Facebook feed, the 4 must-know tips for buying in 2016. These are must-know. Not would be nice to know. You could maybe use them in some fashion. These are must-know tips. So I'm thinking, okay, I got to find these things out so that I can share with our clientele, that I can share with the viewers and listeners of the Inside Real Estate Show. But all I was disappointed. Tired of being disappointed, but I'm going to keep clicking them. I know it. You know you're going to keep clicking them also. But I wanted to just walk you through and give you better information than what they're giving here. So at least we're going to get something out of here. And here's the top tips for home buyers in 2016. Number 1, don't wait. They actually do have a good fact here. More than 85% of buyers who say they plan to buy a home in the next year say they will wait until the spring or summer of 2016. But buyers who start their hunt early will likely face less competition and have just as many homes for sale to consider. That's a nice fact to know, and we've talked about this before on early episodes of Inside Real Estate Show. So yeah, don't wait. There's just going to be more people out looking in the spring and summertime. So if you're ready to go right now, go right now. So I guess that's not bad information. Just seems obvious. Number 2, shop around for a mortgage. Buyers shouldn't take the first rate quote they receive and should talk to more than one lender. A low interest rate could equate to thousands in savings over the life of the loan. And then they go on to say mortgage rates are largely expected to rise over this year. That could be true. Depends on what the Fed does. Try not to predict and look into my glass ball too much. But here's the thing. Interest rates, gang. One part of the trifecta of shopping for a mortgage. I totally encourage you to shop for a mortgage. But just keep in mind, if you're shopping for rate, there's a good chance that the lenders are going to make up that money on their closing costs. So you might be saving money, what you think you're saving money in the interest rate, but what they've done is stuff a bunch of additional closing costs into your loan that you might not be aware of because you're so focused on the rate. So the trifecta of shopping for a mortgage is interest rate 1, closing cost 2, and then just good service. Because even if you have the lowest cost, but they're not giving you good service and you lose your house because they're not being timely and they're not on track with things, great, you got a low interest rate, but you didn't do anything with it because you lost the house. So use the mortgage trifecta. Number 3, don't discount buying new. New home construction is expected to surge this year with an expected 16% increase in new home sales year over year. Okay, thank you again, Captain Obvious. Sure, I know some people that want that mid-century modern or an old-style craftsman, but if you're a first-time home buyer, or I don't know, I just feel like, yeah, what's wrong with buying new? My wife Catherine and I just bought new. We love it. Nothing wrong with buying new. And then here's the real one that set me off, I guess. Number 4, buy in the Midwest or South. The Midwest and South will likely offer the most affordable options for home purchasers in 2016. That's awesome advice. Thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Article Writer, because I work in the Pacific Northwest. And so I'm going to be jobless and move to the Midwest or South in order to buy a home. But now I can't buy a home because I'm jobless. Come on. This is the reason why I want to do the Inside Real Estate Show. This is the reason why I wish I could sit down and talk to you all one-to-one and give you real information, give you insight behind the information that you see online, because a lot of it is misinformation, bad information, or just plain clickbait so that they can sell an impression, a page view, or your information to someone else. Because why would you move to the Midwest or South if your job is here? Just ridiculous tip. I mean, what they call this? Must-know tip. The must-know tip is buy in the Midwest or South. That doesn't make any sense. But that's why I want to do the Inside Real Estate Show for you. And when you're ready, let's sit down and talk about your specific situation, the unique situation that you find yourself in, what your hopes and dreams and goals are for home ownership. And I'll give you the true must-know tips for your specific situation.